breaking down Spider-Man's new suits in the latest Far From Home ads. It's been nearly 2 months since Avengers Endgame hit the big screen, and though many considered that to be the end of Marvel's Phase 3, it turns out there is still one final story to tell before we can close that chapter of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In a little over 2 weeks, Spider-Man Far From Home will swing into theaters, effectively ending the Infinity Saga, and will essentially act as an epilogue to deal with the fallout of Thanos' machinations. And with Endgame out of fan systems, they are now gobbling up any tiny table scrap they can for the next MCU outing, which means it's time for new ads, TV spots, social marketing, and of course, good old-fashioned billboards. Of course, with all those ads comes reveals, potential spoilers, and for the purposes of today's story, fresh new looks at all of Spider-Man's suits, which is by our count, 1, 2, 3, 4 costumes in the movie. So we're breaking down Spider-Man's 4 suits revealed in the latest Far From Home ads and what they possibly mean for the story. Now, it should go without saying, but just in case, here's a spoiler warning for Endgame and possibly Spider-Man Far From Home, so be aware to beware.
Stop watching because there's some serious spoilers about to come up.
Still here? Awesome sauce. Let's start things off by asking why Spider-Man has so many suits in this new flick. Short answer, toys. Long answer, plot and toys. But seriously, don't try to pretend like you don't get excited when your favorite superhero drops in with some new duds. That's part of the reason you're here watching this right now. Anyway, let's break down these suits. Suit number 1, the Spider-Man classic red and blue threads. We saw this suit throughout Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, and the beginning of Avengers Infinity War, and it's being dubbed as the original suit in Far From Home promotions. We see Peter rocking them as he swings around Manhattan, goes on photo ops and press events to get giant checks, and this is the suit that Peter has to sneak through customs when he goes on his class trip to Europe. We're assuming something happens to it pretty early on during his trip overseas. Gets destroyed, luggage gets lost, customs confiscates it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a need for any other suits in the film. The other suit teased in Far From Home marketing is the Iron Spider suit. You know, the one that smells like a new car that he also ends up getting dusted in?
I don't want to go, sir, please.
Still gets us every time. In some of the trailers, we see Parker using this suit to fight crime in New York and later to joke around with the cops.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
Known as the Iron Spider armor in the MCU, this suit is filled to the brim with Stark tech, parachutes, 4 mechanical appendages, enhanced durability, etc. While both the trailers and international banner ads seem to highlight this suit, based on what we've heard and seen so far, we think it's a safe assumption that we won't be seeing much of this armor in the movie, because if Peter had this Iron Spider suit, he wouldn't need the next 2 suits. Spider-Man's 3rd suit in Far From Home is this stealth suit that he gets from Nick Fury to undertake some sort of secret mission in Europe. This suit is definitely a lot more low-tech than his other suits, but it's most likely hiding other surprises. The design of the stealth suit has its roots in the comics, most notably from 2004's Secret War suit, where the wall crawler has to go to Latveria, Dr. Doom's country, to essentially help overthrow their government at the behest of Nick Fury. While the MCU has yet to introduce Latveria, it's worth noting that it is located in Europe, the same place Peter Parker is vacating in while he gets his groove back. However, we went and saved the best for last because Spider-Man's newest suit in Far From Home seems to be one of his own creation. And no, we don't mean the homemade suit. It looks like in Far From Home, Peter will create this suit in a lab outfitted in the back of a Stark Industries jet. Beyond just swapping blue for black on the suit's color palette, it looks like this suit will be an upgrade to the OG suit that Stark gifted Peter, complete with webbed gliders and probably a more advanced AI. Unlike the previous suit that Stark designed for Peter, we imagine that this suit will be much more in line with Parker's requirements, a la no-kill mode. Peter knows what he needs in a suit better than anyone, whether it's more space for web shooter fluid or just more padding in the crotch.
How's the suit?
It's a little tight around the old web shooter.
Parker.
Okay, I'll shut up.
In the end, this suit will most likely be Peter's suit as we move forward into the next phase of the MCU that we know next to nothing about. While in the comics, Parker has worn a wide array of costumes, it's doubtful we should see many more changes to his outfits outside of a few cosmetic alterations here and there. In fact, there's really only one other iconic costume that fans associate with Spider-Man, and that is the black and white suit, aka the Venom suit. While we know Sony would love to have have Tom Holland and Tom Hardy face off down the line, it's doubtful Marvel will let this happen anytime soon. Nonetheless, Peter making himself a new suit is a nice way to tie a bow on the first 11 years of the MCU. It shows that the new heroes are able to take the Avengers' reins from Tony Stark and step out of his shadow a bit, all while paying homage to his sacrifice. But what do you folks think? Which of the new suits do you like best? Which classic Spider suits do you want to see on the big screen? And are you surprised Tom Holland hasn't spoiled the whole film yet? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching! Be sure to like, subscribe, and mash that little bell to get notified every time we drop a video or go live with a show. And have you heard of our brand new show hosted by Daniel Casey, where he uses his gargantuan pop culture brain to explain everything you need to know about everything? Check out the teaser on YouTube right now and make sure to tune in when Explainiac premieres this Thursday.